And a great rendition of the national anthem by the Dawson Springs Band. We appreciate those kids' efforts tonight also. Starting lineups now ready to be introduced, and for that I'll turn it over to Bob Hayes.
And first out for the visiting Tigers, Darian Boyd, followed by number 5, Jamarius Blaine. Number 20, John Davis coming out. Number 22, Caden Fralix. Number 42, Cole Smiley is our 5th starter. And coming up first for the Dawson Springs Panthers, number 1, Skylar Clark. Number 5 is Landon Pace. Number 11 is Ethan Huddleston. And number 34 is Cameron Boyd. And number 21 is Colby Williams. Remind you the first quarter is being brought to you tonight by Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique, located next to the bowling alley in Princeton. Stop in and see Pam, see what kind of discounts, specials that she's got going. Remember, it's baby furniture, gifts, and registry. Stop in and meet Jake, the store mascot. Cozy Living, everything a home should be. Referee moving into the jump circle, and for the call here in the first quarter, Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Tip brought to you by Farless Realty, controlled by Dawson. Quick steal by John Davis. Caldwell County back the other way. Boyd with it on the left wing, working around to Blaine, back to Davis. 2-3 zone by Dawson Springs. Caldwell gets it into Smiley, stolen from the back by Dawson. Length of the court up and in for number 21. First points of the game by Colby Williams. And the Panthers on the board first, just underway here in the first quarter. Boyd, left wing. Top of the key to Blaine. Right wing now to Davis. Davis looks it over, wanting Fralix. Boyd's going to dribble in from the elbow. Shot up, rims out. Rebound Davis, back up and in. John Davis with the bucket for Caldwell County. And we're tied at 2. Full court pressure by Caldwell County. 1-2-2. Going to try to trap Dawson in the backcourt. Dawson gets it around to Pace. Pace dribbles through a couple players still in the backcourt. Count on. They get it up near half court. Got it over just at the last second. Shot by Dawson on the other end is a 3. No good. Skylar Clark with the miss. Caldwell County rebound. Outlet pass to Boyd. Layup up and in. Darian Boyd in the books. 4-2 Caldwell County. Dawson breaks the press. It's going to be a 3 up and in. Colby Williams. All 5 points of the night for Dawson so far by Williams, and it's 5-4. Dawson with the early lead. Blaine, right wing. Over to Boyd, top of the key. Inside to Fralix, outside, back to Davis. Skip pass over to Blaine. Blaine covered up, had to pass it back to Boyd. Boyd's going to back it up. Coach K changing the set. And Coach K not liking the comfort level, I think, of his team against that 2-3 zone. Takes a quick timeout to straighten this one out. We'll see if it's a full or a 30. 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here, Bob. Timeouts are brought to you by Russo Law. Russo Law is located in downtown Princeton and ready to serve all of your legal needs.
And so far, you're right, Dennis. We need to find Colby Williams when we're on defense, because he has all 5 of their points so far tonight.
And I don't think Coach K liked how the Tigers were approaching that 2-3 zone, so he took a quick timeout to try to go over and just reinforce what they wanted to do.
Normally you want to go in and then out. We were just going around the periphery.
Dawson's going to pack it in inside that 3-point line, so the 3 looks like it's there for anybody that wants to step back and take the long shot. Caldwell works it though, baseline to Blaine. He's up and in from about 8 feet. 6-5, Caldwell County. Dawson in the backcourt, Dylan Dawson.
Ooh. Maybe got by with a walk.
Clark to Pace. Over for another 3, Bob. That's Colby Williams. And Williams seems like he's throwing it in a large trash can right now.
The hoop is big.
Caldwell gets it in low to Fralix. Fralix gets a friendly roll, and Caldwell County ties it at 8. Clark with the ball right wing, guarded by Blaine. They'll work it back out to Pace. Pace gets it to Williams. Back to Huddleston now. Huddleston tries to drive between 2 or 3 players, kicks it back out to Clark. Clark running shot up and in from just outside the lane. Dawson with a hot hand from the field early, and it's 10-8 Panthers. Underneath to Smiley. Smiley has it stripped away by Huddleston. Huddleston gets it all the way down the court. Dawson able to get behind Caldwell County, but Boyd makes a great recovery to block the shot. Goes back down to Caldwell. Fralix drives baseline, but he's going to be called for the charge. So not the start for the Tigers that we'd really hoped for. Dawson's got a 2-point lead and the ball with 4:42 left to go here in the first quarter. And only a good hustle play by Darian Boyd. They kept it from being 12-8. Huddleston comes across the line, gets it into Pace. Quick pass back over to Clark. Clark goes up for the shot, has it blocked. Good play by Blaine to reject that one. It'll be Dawson basketball out of bounds underneath their own basket. Williams to put it in play. Williams gets it out to Dawson. Dawson over to Huddleston, got away with a walk, jump stop, and gets called for travel down on the left block.
Almost got by with a walk, almost.
So turnover gives it back to Caldwell County. Almost had a couple on that one drive. Boyd brings it up against a little token pressure from Huddleston. Drives between 3 players, no good. Gets his own rebound up and in. Darian Boyd with the bucket, and we're tied at 10. Huddleston throws it up. They're going to call a foul on Boyd. Boyd did not have his body turned around to the ball.
Looked like Huddleston to me was just a little bit out of control.
They get it into Pace. Pace thought about the 3, has it backed out by John Davis out of bounds. It'll stay Dawson Springs basketball. Putting it in play is Colby Williams. Williams with a big first quarter so far as we're down about halfway through it. Huddleston with the drive, puts a shot up, no good. But somebody from Caldwell committed a reach in. And I think they're going to get Blaine with the reach. 2 shots coming up for Ethan Huddleston. First free throw, good. And Huddleston set for his second. This one off the front of the rim, no good. Davis with the rebound in the lane. He'll bring it up himself. Into the corner to Blaine. Blaine drives baseline, puts a shot up on the reverse, up and in. Jamarius Blaine with a nice move, going up underneath the bucket. Dawson, bank shot no good on the 3. Rebound Darian Boyd. Boyd tried to go underneath the trip Branch. A little too much smoke on that pass to handle at that closer range. And the turnover gives it back to the Panthers. Branch into the ball game for Smiley. Right now it's Clark, guarded by Blaine. Pulls up his dribble. Gets it down to the wing to Huddleston. Back out front to Williams. Williams back to Pace. Pace and Davis will be a good matchup tonight. Branch right now on Williams. Williams with, 8 of 11 of Dawson's points so far. Make that 10 of 13 as he puts in a bank from the elbow and gives the Panthers back the 1-point lead. Pass into the corner to Davis. Steps in, steps back out over the 3. Puts it up, and it is a Goodwin Insurance 3-pointer for John Davis. Good recognition by Davis to see after he took the step in, Bob, to step back out. Since he was out that far, go ahead and put up the 3.
And also to make the fake to get the guy to go on past him as well.
Dawson gives it to Pace. He drives, running one-hander, no good. Boyd had the rebound knocked away by Huddleston. It'll stay with the Tigers. So Boyd will bring it up. Darius Riley set to check in for his first action here tonight. 2-3 zone still by Dawson as we have 2:15 left to go in the first quarter. Caldwell works it around the zone. Boyd on the right wing. Back out to Davis, top of the key, underneath to Fralix. Fralix spins up, no good. Ball tipped around, rebounded by Blaine, out to Boyd. Wide open three, no good. Rebound underneath the Branch. He goes back up and in. Great job on the offensive board by the Tigers.
Nice work that time.
And Dawson's going to take a 30-second timeout. I think the coach called just too many possessions on that trip down the floor for Caldwell County. And the coach wants a timeout. Timeout's brought to you by Russo Law. Russo Law is located in downtown Princeton, and Jeff Russo will take care of all of your legal needs, so stop in at Russo Law. Bob, 17-13, Caldwell County with the lead, but for Dawson, Colby Williams, the hot hand early.
He's got 10. It's Caldwell County 17, Colby Williams 10.
So the kid's got the rhythm right now, and he's throwing up some stuff. That last one maybe doesn't go in on any other night but tonight.
He's had one that banked in and almost had a three-pointer that banked in and just came out. So when you feel it, let it go.
And got to look at the defensive assignment on Williams as they come out of the timeout. Caldwell County's going to come back out on the floor with Riley, Blaine, Fralix, Boyd, and Branch. It'll be Dawson ball underneath their opposing basket. They'll bring it up with pace. Gets it over to Clark. Clark's been held in check nicely by Blaine so far tonight. Over to Huddleston. Huddleston guarded closely by Boyd. Over and back. Great defense by Darian Boyd out on Ethan Huddleston. Turnover gives it back to the Tigers. Cole Smiley in, and Jamarius Blaine goes out. Riley will put the ball in play for the Tigers. Dawson consent to stay in that 2-3 zone while they're keeping it fairly close. Tipped at midcourt. Back to the Tigers. Over to Boyd. Boyd has a strip going up for the shot. Now ball on the floor. And Clark's going to be called for the foul, diving over the top of Boyd, trying to get to the loose ball.
I think last week in Princeton, that would have been a jump ball.
Yep, or a travel on us for rolling on the court. Inbounds play, gives it to Boyd, misses the shot, goes up, misses it again. Smiley with the rebound, left-handed shot up and in.
And that's one time where size is really helping us.
They get it to Clark. On the other end, Clark off the board, no good. Riley with the rebound. He looks up the court. Caldwell looking to run in this first quarter. Riley, coast to coast, no good. But I think he'll get to go to the free throw line for our first Lake Barkley CrossFit free throws of the evening.
Darius is a really excellent shooter. I love watching him shoot free throws.
So Riley goes to the line, 4-2. First one, good, 20-13. Boyd and Fralix will come out for a rest the last minute 3 of this quarter. Into the ball game is Davis and Blaine back in. Riley's second shot, good. And it's 21-13, Caldwell County. 1 minute left to play in the first quarter. Pace out front, guarded by Riley. Gets it over to Clark. Clark fires a long three, no good. Rebound, Cole Smiley. Gives it to Davis. Davis up the court to Blaine. Blaine comes up with the ball on a nice catch, puts the shot up, no good. But it looks like he'll go to the line for a couple of Lake Barkley CrossFit free throws.
Looked like Tom Brady on that pass, and Jamarius looked like Julian Edelman making the catch.
Shot up and in.
Caldwell County out to a 9-point lead now, 22-13.
Fortunately, our score doesn't mirror last night's Super Bowl. Second shot good. 10-point margin now for Caldwell County. After a fairly hot start by Dawson, Caldwell County stayed with them and then some, 23-13. Into the game, Logan McKnight for Dawson. Gets it over to Clark. Clark has it stolen away by Davis. Davis passes underneath to Riley, up and in. Left-handed layup of Darius Riley. And Caldwell pouring it on now, 25-13.
Give John Davis the assist. Beautiful pass, and Darius knew what to do with it.
Clark double teamed out front. Gets it over to Skinner. Skinner down low to number 30, Boyd. Boyd has it taken away. Branch throws it down the court. Davis touches, throws it up. No good at the buzzer. But after 1 quarter of play, it's Caldwell County 25, Dawson Springs 13. We'll be back with the second quarter in 30 seconds. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
Penny Isle Electric, we're helping to develop the stars of tomorrow today. Penny Isle Electric will present 14 $1,000 scholarships to let students in our service area shine to their fullest potential and become guiding lights for future generations. Scholarships will be awarded to students enrolling in 2- or 4-year college programs and vocational and technical training. Scholarship applications are available at each of our locations, or you can download it at precc.com. That's precc.com.
Back to Tiger Sports on 1580, 103.3 WPKY and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
And welcome back to Panther Gym. Caldwell County leading here at the end of 1 quarter, 25-13. Second quarter being brought to you by Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique. Located next to the bowling alley, beautiful furniture, boutique clothes and accessories. Stop in and meet Jake, the store mascot. Cozy Living, everything a home should be. The Tigers to inbound the ball, and for the call here in the second quarter, Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Caldwell puts it in play. They try to go underneath. The Smiley knocked out of bounds. It'll be Tiger basketball underneath their own bucket. And, Bob, if we could have found Colby Williams on the defensive end, this would be close to a running clock as we go into the second quarter. Inbounds play gives it to Boyd. He's up and in. 27-13 Tigers. Dawson to Huddleston. Back over to Dawson. Out to Pace. He tries a three. No good. Smiley with the rebound. Has it knocked away. Ball still loose on the floor. Knocked out of bounds last by Dylan Dawson. And Caldwell County will bring it the length of the floor. Boyd brings it up. 2-3 zone. Into the corner to Riley. Riley flashes to the other corner. Davis for three. Good. Goodwin Insurance three-pointer. John Davis, his second of the night. Caldwell County leads this one 30-13. Clark has it out to Pace. Pace goes off a pick by Dawson. Still with the ball, guarded by Davis. Out to Clark. Inside to Dawson. To Williams. Williams a three. Colby Williams with the three from the top of the key. Caldwell County the other way. Boyd splits the zone, lays it up off the left side of the backboard and in. 32-16 as Caldwell County doubles up Dawson.
Another assist by Darius Riley.
Underneath the Pace, tries to reverse and gets it to go. Landon Pace with the bucket. Caldwell County, though, quickly back down. They get it to the corner. Drive along the baseline by Riley is no good. Rebound to Smiley. He goes back up for the putback, but he's fouled on the play. Looks like Dylan Dawson to pick up the foul for the Panthers. So Smiley will get a couple of Lake Barkley CrossFit free throws with 6:26 to go in the first half. Free throw good. Set to check back in is Caden Fralix. And a Darius Riley comes out of the ball game. Some good minutes by Riley here in the first half. Second free throw gets the roll over the front. 34-18 Tigers. Colby Williams brings it across half court. Fralix is going to play him a little bit tighter. Davis anticipates the pass, jumps it, steps out in front, puts it up on the breakaway and in. 36-18 Tigers. Panthers back the other way with Pace. Pace to Williams, fires it up. And Bob, he's shooting with his eyes closed right now.
4 threes for him tonight, and we're playing tremendous defense right now.
Blaine tries to drive the right side of the lane. He's held up. Holding foul is going to be called on Huddleston.
Single-handedly keeping Dawson in the game. He has 16 points.
16 of the 21 Panther points on the board right now from Colby Williams. Fralix gets it in, out to Davis. To Boyd on the curl for 3. No good. Rebound, Smiley. Smiley goes up, hammered hard across the back shoulder. And he'll go to the free throw line for a couple of Lake Barkley CrossFit free throws. Yeah, we're going to have to find somebody to get a hand in the face of number 21. Free throw, good.
We might want to look up and see how many he had in the first game. I don't remember him. Skylar Clark was the one creating havoc in the first game with us.
Let's see if we can pull that up. Second free throw missed. Rebound comes down to Dawson. They get it to Williams. He pulls up, takes a 3.
Ooh.
Misses badly on that one. Caldwell quickly the other way. Boyd goes up for the shot, no good, but he'll go to the line. Bob, let's see. We had this. Internet not very good. I'll let you take it for a second, and we'll see if we can pull that up. Boyd hits the first.
And Darian waiting for his second toss. Caldwell County only 1 miss so far at the free throw line tonight. Boyd's second shot on the way, nothing but net. Pace bringing the ball up the court. Met at midcourt by John Davis, moving to his left. Getting a screen, moving back to the center floor, driving down the lane. Shot up, no good. And they're going to get number 5, I think, for the foul on that one. Maybe Jamarius Blaine. Yes.
Trying to pull this up very quickly, Bob. I'm just about
Jamarius picking up his second foul and shooting is Landon Pace. He'll have 2. The first shot is good. Caldwell County out to a 39-22 lead. Darius Riley at the table to check in. He's checking in for Jamarius with those 2 fouls. Pace with his second shot is up and no good. Rebound to John Davis. Tigers in front court. Davis out front. Pass underneath is stolen.
And back the other way.
Yes. Go ahead, Dennis.
Back the other way is going to be Blaine behind the back. It's Riley. Puts the shot up and in. Darius Riley. And Bob, you're going to find this hard to believe. Williams did not score in the first game. Went 0 for 3 from the field. All of those 3-pointers. Young man's been in the gym since as he's single-handedly kept this one respectable for Dawson Springs. Missed shot on the other end. Caldwell gets it back. It's going to be a 3 from the right corner for John Davis. Goodwin Insurance 3-pointer as it goes.
Another assist for Darius Riley.
Pace puts the shot up for Dawson. Boyd's going to get called for a touch foul.
It's going to be Darian's second foul.
And that'll send Landon Pace to the free throw line. 44-22, still over half of the second quarter to go. Free throw no good. Branch and Jude East checking in. East getting his first action here tonight. Coming out of the ball game is going to be Boyd and Smiley. Second free throw coming up for Pace. This one rolls and goes.
21's back in the game, Dennis.
Dawson's going to come with a little 1-2-2 trap. Branch gets it in play. Back over to Davis, back to Branch. Caldwell works it up against the zone. All the way down to East in the front court. Down to Fralix. Fralix goes up, has it blocked. Dawson Springs quickly back the other way. Stolen away by John Davis. Nice behind the back dribble as he brings it back the other way. Gets it up to Fralix. Fralix has it taken away underneath. And it's Dawson back the other way. A little game of turnovers on each end. Dawson has it now, comes across the timeline. It's Huddleston against Fralix. They get it over to Williams. Branch has drawn the defensive assignment on Kobe Williams. Williams loses him on a curl. Thought about putting the three up. Good recovery by Branch. Dawson almost has it knocked away at midcourt. That's number 10, Skinner, drives the lane, running one-hander, no good. Tripp Branch with the rebound. Pulls it away, gets it to Davis. Davis comes the other way, splits 4 defenders, puts a shot up, no good, blocked, saved by Dawson Springs. And it's Williams driving the lane, left-handed shot, no good. Ball still loose on the floor, battle for it. And they were going to say off of White, it'll be Tiger basketball. Checking into the ball game is going to be TJ Ray for the Tigers. And I think they're going to change the call and give it, one referee overruled the other, Bob. They're going to give this one back to Dawson instead.
I think in a case like that, you call it a jump ball because one maybe the one that had his call changed is the one closest to the call.
Ball comes off of Branch. Skinner recovers. They get it over to Williams off the back of the rim. No good. Bounces up in the goal support system. And it'll be Tiger basketball with 3:03 left to go in the first half. Caldwell leads this one 44-23.
That was a 35-foot bomb that when it hit the rim went about 25 feet in the air.
But Williams is feeling it. I'm sure he's got Steph Curry range tonight the way he's putting them in for Dawson Springs.
He must have watched Steph Curry video this afternoon.
Into the ball game, Jabrion Spikes and TJ Ray. The new backcourt for Caldwell County. East goes up, left-handed or right-handed hook, no good. Rebound comes down, Dylan Dawson. Williams back over to Huddleston. Huddleston wants to drive it into the lane, gives it up to Dawson. Dawson goes up, has it blocked by East. Caldwell County comes away with it. Branch will bring it across the timeline. He'll drive the lane, puts a shot up, and Branch is going to get called for the charge. I'm not sure the position was set on that one, Bob, but the referee did see Tripp kind of lower his shoulder a little bit.
I think that's what got him.
Call.
I think that's what got him in trouble, Dennis. You did see his shoulder go down.
Ball thrown inside on a good cut by Dylan Dawson. He's going to pick up the foul. Let's see if that was
it's on Jude East.
East with the foul. It is East. And it'll be a 1-and-1 situation for Dylan Dawson. First foul on Jude East, 7th on the Tigers. Free throw, no good. East comes down with the rebound, gets it down to Spikes. Spikes had a good JV game tonight as Caldwell County rolled in that one. I think it was, if I remember right, Bob, 48-30 JV score tonight. Spikes drives and in. Little running one-hander from the left side of the lane. Good for Jabrion Spikes. And Caldwell County has again doubled up Dawson, 46-23.
In that JV game, I think we only gave up 5 or 6 points in the second half.
Williams thought about it, about one step away from being in the stands on the far side.
Right now, it's about 2 feet from midcourt.
Gives it back to Skinner, stolen away by Spikes. Spikes tries to take it down the lane, has it blocked, but hit in the side of the head as he went up, so he'll go to the free throw line for a couple of Lake Barkley CrossFit free throws. They get that foul on number 10. That is Austin Skinner. And Spikes will put his first free throw up, rolls and goes.
Soft touch will do that every time for you.
Shooter's roll for Jabrion Spikes. Checking into the ball game is number 20, Dylan Skinner. And out of the ball game is going to be Huddleston. Second free throw also good. 48-23, 25-point lead for the Tigers with a minute and a half to go in the first half. Ball gets over to Pace. Pace loses it between two players, finds it, puts it up, somehow got that one to go. First points for Dawson in a while, 48-25. Branch for a three, a Goodwin Insurance three-pointer. Tripp Branch. One of the smoothest strokes in the district. Tripp Branch puts Caldwell County over the 50 mark here in the first half. Foul's going to be out front on a Darius Riley. And that'll send Dawson Springs to the line for a 1-and-1. Dylan Skinner with his first attempts tonight.
No, Colby is getting a rest.
Well, Colby needs a rest. He's going to have tendonitis shooting from the length he is tonight.
Somebody work on his elbow at halftime.
First free throw, no good. Spikes with the rebound. And Skinner turns around and commits the foul after the free throw. So we'll parade to the other end with an even 1 minute to go in the first half. And Jabrion Spikes will have a 1-and-1 situation. On the floor right now is Riley, Spikes, Ray, East, and Branch. Free throw rolls, no good. Jump ball situation underneath the basket. That's number 30, Cameron Boyd, and Trip Branch. Possession arrow is going to give it to the homestanding Panthers as Landon Pace brings it up for Dawson. He'll be met at midcourt by Jabrion Spikes. Pace out front to Skinner. Skinner wants to drive the lane, pulls it back out. Now drives again, kicks it to the corner. Number 25 with the shot up and in. Matthew Cunningham with his first bucket. 30 seconds to go here in the first half. Riley throws up an awkward shot after a nice drive. Rebound goes down to Dawson, but it's going to go out of bounds.
I think Darius got him while he was on the floor, while Darius was on the floor.
So foul is going to be on Darius Riley. Bob, this hopefully will get to a running clock because these free throws are going to take a while with all the subs here in the last minute of the first half. Free throw coming up by Pace is good. 51-28. We have 23 seconds to go here in the first half. Pace will get his second shot. Free throw good. 51-29. Caldwell gets it in to Riley. Riley hands it off to Spikes. Spikes will come up and be guarded by Dylan Skinner. Spikes dribbles in. 5-second call. Skinner got on Spikes. Spikes dribbled too long out front. Didn't go in at the defense to break the count. So a 5-second turnover on Spikes. We'll give it back to Dawson Springs. Checking back in is Dylan Dawson. Pace brings it down. 7 seconds to go. Pace in some traffic. Pulls it back, top of the key. Wants to drive the lane. Lowers his shoulder. Has it blocked by Branch. Desperation heave at the buzzer off the front of the rim, but no good. And after one half of play, it's Caldwell County 51, Dawson Springs 29. We'll be back with the Farless Realty halftime show coming your way in about 3 minutes. So stay tuned. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
What does your morning sound like?
Itsy bit spider, rock-a-bye baby.
She's finally asleep.
Hi, welcome to McDonald's.
Can I get a sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles, please?
Here's to making your morning routine a little better with a delicious breakfast from McDonald's.
At Morgan's Funeral Home, we want you to know the benefits of pre-arranged funeral services.
What separates us from the rest is how much our people care.
The benefits of pre-arranged funeral planning can best be explained by the people that know the most about final expenses. At Morgan's Funeral Home, we have years of experience helping people just like you make plans for their final arrangements. Morgan's Funeral Home, serving families for over 100
The
years.
Caldwell Medical Associates Family Practice Clinic, formerly the Cash Family Practice, is extending its operating hours to better accommodate your busy schedule. They're now open from 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. If you've been putting off a doctor's visit or you're overdue for a checkup, make an appointment today by calling 270-365-1225. That's 270-365-1225. Make them your choice for better quality health care right here at home.
This is Danny Patton with Farmers Bank and Trust Company. Our new Lyon County branch is now open. Come in and see us for the same friendly service and the names and faces you know and trust to provide you with all your banking needs. We're now ready to serve you at 28 Commerce Street in Eddyville. Open Monday through Thursday, 8:30 to 4, Fridays, 8:30 to 5, and 9 to 12:30 on Saturdays. Stop by today and experience banking at its best at Farmers Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC.
February is Love Month, and we want to spread the love. Hi, this is Pam Haverlock at Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique. We are offering 14% off the entire store, including special orders. Our boutique is 35% off and get a free bracelet while supplies last on any boutique purchase. At Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique, we have a 90-day layaway, and we work with different companies that offer 1-year no-interest financing. Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique is located at 235 Northfield Drive in Princeton, right next to the bowling alley. Cozy Living Interiors is everything a home should be.
Holly's a busy mom with 2 little ones and an aspiring high school athlete at home. Holly believes it takes a community to raise a child, and that's why she depends on Princeton Drugstore to help her when her family needs medical advice. Her friends at Princeton Drugstore deliver medications right to her door, free of charge. They save her trips to the drugstore by making sure all of her family's monthly prescriptions are filled at the same time. But most of all, they care about Holly and her family, and they have for well over 3 generations. Go to PrincetonDrugstore.com for coupons and details. Princeton Drugstore, standing the test of time.
This is Donnie Baker, owner of Audubon Hearing Center, and I am surprised that so many people still haven't heard about our new office location here in Princeton. That's right, the best hearing aid in the world is now available in the Princeton Plaza. If you're experiencing hearing loss, call for a free hearing test, 270-554-1900. I'm Donnie Baker, helping you hear well at Audubon.
The teams are in the locker room preparing for the second half. It's time for the Caldwell County Halftime Show on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
And welcome back to Dawson Springs High School at the half. It's Caldwell County leading Dawson 51-29. This is the Farless Realty Halftime Show. Are you ready to sell your home? Call Farless Realty today and let a realtor sell it for you. Are you ready to buy a home? Don't waste precious time because Farless Realty can help. And right now, interest rates are still reasonably low. Farless Realty will work very hard to find you a home that will fit you, your family, and your budget. So contact Farless Realty today at 270-365-5058 or go by 323 South Jefferson Street in Princeton. You can check out all of their listings on Facebook and at farlessrealty.com. Bob, a great half for Caldwell County, 51 points, on pace to hit that century mark for the first time this season. On the flip side, Dawson with 29, but without one young man named Kobe Williams, this game would be a lot more lopsided.
It really would, Dennis. Caldwell County outscoring Dawson in the first quarter, 25-13, outscoring them by 12 points in that quarter, and outscoring them 26-16 in the second quarter. A 10-point margin there, coupled with a 12-point first quarter. Caldwell County leads by 22 points here at halftime, 51-29. Caldwell County in the first half, everybody just about on the bench into the game for the Tigers in the first half. John Davis leads the Tigers with 13 points, 2 two-point field goals, 3 three-point field goals for his 13. Also in double figures for the Tigers is Darren Boyd with 10 points. He has 4 field goals of the two-point kind, 2 for 2 at the charity stripe for his 10. 6 points for Darius Riley on 2 two-point field goals, 2 out of 2 from the charity line. 6 points for Jamarius Blaine on 2 field goals, 2 out of 2 from the free throw line for his 6 points. 5 points for Cole Smiley on a 2-point field goal, 3 out of 4 from the charity stripe. 5 points for Trent Branch on a 2-pointer and a 3-pointer for his 5. In the game, not scoring, T.J. Ray, Jude East. Total of 51 points for the Tigers in that first half. And as fast as we've been up and down the floor, both teams have really handled the ball pretty well. 6 turnovers for the Tigers, 6 for the Panthers. And for Dawson Springs, back to Caldwell County at the free throw line, the Tigers were 11 out of 13 in that first half. A really, really excellent shooting free throw team. For Dawson, they're led in the first half by Colby Williams, the long line marksman, the rifle.
Yeah. He was tonight.
16 points, 4 3-point field goals, and 2 2-pointers for his 16, and 8 points for Landon Pace on 2 field goals of the 2-point kind, and 4 out of 6 from the free throw line for his 8 points, and it drops off then considerably. 2 points for Skylar Clark, who he couldn't contain in the first game with Dawson. Only 2 points. 2 points for Matthew Cunningham on a 2-point field goal, and 1 point for Ethan Huddleston on 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. Dawson in that first half was 5 out of 10 from the charity stripe. Caldwell County with 4 3-pointers in the first half, matched by Dawson as well. All Dawson's 3-pointers coming from the hand of Colby Williams. So, Dennis, it's a good shooting first half for the Tigers, and once we haven't shot Dawson out of the zone yet, but 51 points may make you think twice about what Dawson may do here in the second half defensively.
This has been more of a track meet up and down. We've got a lot of fast break points, a lot of layups against Dawson. Really, we didn't run a lot of set offense against that 2-3 zone. Coach K called a timeout early to try to get the Tigers on the game plan for that zone, but really it's been players either able to dart into that zone, penetrate it, kick it back out. Davis having a great night with 13 in the first half, and also Boyd also double digits. But it's amazing Caldwell County is taking care of the leading scorer for Dawson, but a kid that went 0 for 3 from the field and didn't score a point the last time back on January 4th is wearing them out for 16 points. So basketball's a funny game. Sometimes it just feels like it's your night, and tonight it does for Colby Williams for Dawson. But still, I think Caldwell County will easily manage this one because we played the better part of that second quarter with complete team of substitutes on the bench and going way down to several of the JV players.
And again, with the Tigers now coming back onto the floor for the second half, everybody's in the game except maybe 1, possibly 2 Tiger players, and they're going to see a lot of action in the second half. I'm sure we'll run our starters 4 or 5 minutes in that third quarter, and unless Dawson can claw their way back into the game.
Yeah, I think is Hammett the only one? Hammett and Viverette did not see action. I think everybody else got in the first half for Caldwell County. So I don't think this will be a night where those kids will go home without having to wash the uniforms, if you will.
Well, they not only got hot and sweaty in the first game, I'm talking about Leighton Hammett and Blake Viverette, but T.J. Ray and Jabrion Spikes played a lot in that first game, so they've got several minutes of basketball already under their belt. And another way we were able to score in the first half, maybe 5 or 6 rebound putbacks for the Tigers. Cole Smiley working the boards well. Darren Boyd working the boards well.
I think this is a night, if Coach K decided to leave him in, there would be no trouble for Cole Smiley to come up with a double-double.
Absolutely.
Just under 2 minutes to go here in the halftime.
Hang on.
This is the Farless Realty halftime report. Taking a look, Bob, at our broadcast schedule. We will be back on the air tomorrow night. We've got a busy week here, so while we got a little time, Bob, we'll go ahead and give the schedule. Tomorrow night, we're going to make the short drive over to Marion. It's the Caldwell County boys against Crittenden County. We'll be on the air about 7:15. Tip-off at 7:30 in that one. Wednesday night off. Thursday night, Dawson Springs comes to the cab in girls action. The varsity game will be first. We'll be on the air about 5:45 for that one. tip-off for the Lady Tigers and Lady Panthers at 6 o'clock on Thursday. And then Friday night we'll round the week out with a girl-boy doubleheader against Trigg County at the Cab. And Bob, did you say on that one it's the boys first in that action on Friday night?
It's homecoming, and the girls obviously are playing second because they'll be all dolled up, dressed up, fit to be tied, if you will.
All right, we'll have that. Also, we'll have the live stream of the homecoming, so hope everybody will tune in for that if you can't make it out to the Cab. But try to come out. It's going to be an exciting night out at the Cab on Friday night. That's going to do it for our edition of the Farless Realty Halftime Show. We appreciate our friends down at Farless Realty for helping us bring you the halftime reports all season. Give them a call today at 270-365-5058 or go by 323 South Jefferson Street in Princeton.
And the third quarter is going to be brought to you by Cozy Living and Interiors, located next to the bowling alley. Boutique clothes and accessories, gifts and registry. Stop in, see Pam, see what kind of deal she has. Cozy Living, everything a home should be. And the Tigers to inbound the ball to start the third quarter. And for the call here in the third quarter, my buddy Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Caldwell County comes back with their starters. Probably not for long if they play well. 2-3 zone by Dawson. Underneath, Boyd goes up. No good on the shot. Nice pass from Davis underneath to Boyd. Dawson gets the rebound, comes the other way with Huddleston over to Colby Williams. Caldwell County man-to-man. Williams on the cut, throws it up high off the board, no good. Rebound to Fralix. Fralix brings it down himself for Caldwell County, kicks it out to Boyd in the corner. Boyd can't handle the pass, lets it go over the end line, and turnover back to Dawson. Dawson Springs is going to come out with number 10, Austin Skinner at the point. He's guarded by Jamarius Blaine. Just underway here in the third quarter. Skinner picks up his dribble, gets it to Williams, back out to Skinner. They're trying to shake Pace loose off underneath on some screens along the baseline. Davis doing a great job on him. Pace with the ball, back out to Skinner. Skinner guarded closely by Blaine. Blaine goes under the screen, gets it over to Huddleston. Huddleston guarded by Boyd, passes to Williams on a nice curl. Williams misses a shot, rebound to Smiley. Smiley has the outlet pass knocked away and out of bounds. It'll stay Tiger basketball. Boyd up to Davis in the right corner. Davis spins back to Boyd. And they're going to call the foul on the floor on Dawson Springs as Boyd tried to reverse sides of the basket. Foul's going to be called on Williams, I think. That's his third.
That's one way to get him on the bench.
And that's one player Dawson can ill afford to lose in this ball game so far. Inbounds pass comes into Smiley. Thought about the three from the corner. As it knocked out of bounds. It'll stay Tiger basketball on the far sideline. Almost a minute and a half gone here in the third quarter. No score so far, 51-29, just like at halftime. Into the corner to Boyd, drives the baseline, kicks it back in to Smiley. Assist Darren Boyd, bucket Cole Smiley. And Dawson comes back against that man pressure. Skinner against Blaine, wanted to drive, kicks it into the corner. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound comes down to Fralix. Fralix to Boyd. Boyd looks to drive, pulls up, passes, comes off of Smiley's fingertips over to Blaine. Blaine gives it up to Davis. Caldwell County almost being overly unselfish. Back the other way is Pace with a run out. And it's 53-31 Tigers. Davis in the corner. Wanted Smiley on a zig, but Smiley zagged, and again, Pace getting back underneath behind the Caldwell County defense. Back-to-back buckets for Landon Pace. And back to a 20-point game, as close as Dawson's been in some time. Caldwell a little sloppy with the basketball here to open the second half. Three-pointer by Fralix, no good. Rebound to Blaine, no good. Smiley gets that rebound, goes up, no good, but Smiley is fouled on the play. Bob, it's okay that everybody wants to pass the ball and share it around, but when you're 6 feet away from the basket and you've already got a good jump stop, go ahead and shoot that ball.
Absolutely.
Smiley with the free throw, good.
You don't want Dawson to claw their way back into this thing.
No, especially with the one kid already hot. You don't want to loosen pace up. Lake Barkley CrossFit free throw coming up for Cole Smiley. This one off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Pace. Pace brings it up. He's cut off by Fralix. Now Davis catches up. Over to Dylan Dawson. Trying to get it to Huddleston. Huddleston guarded by Boyd. Over to Pace. Underneath to Dawson. Shot up and in. Dylan Dawson with the bucket. And Dawson back within 19. Into the corner to Boyd. Boyd with another pass off the mark. Pace picks it up, goes down to try to put the shot up, but couldn't get the jump stop to hold, drags his foot, and the turnover gives it back to the Tigers. Caldwell quickly the other way. Boyd drives the lane, puts it up and in. That's there on all the shots, Bob, when Davis or Boyd are driving that lane instead of trying to kick it back out to Smiley. A little rough time with turnovers to start the third, but Caldwell County still with a big 21-point lead and 4.5 to go in the third quarter. Blaine, quick hands, has the ball loose, picks up. The steal goes up and in. No, bounces out. That ball was almost down. High rebound comes up, tapped out by Dawson. Good quick hands by Jamarius Blaine out front. Trip Branch is going to check in for the Tigers as Smiley will come out. Into the corner to Davis, open three, no good. Rebound comes down to Branch, knocks it out to Blaine. Blaine into the left wing to Boyd, cross court to Davis. Turns down the three, comes up with a long two, it's good. John Davis with the bucket. And a 30-second timeout called by Coach K. Timeout's brought to you, of course, by Russo Law of downtown Princeton. Jeff Russo and his team are always ready to serve all of your legal needs, so give them a call today. Quick timeout by Caldwell County, 58-35 Tigers. Really, Bob, this is not a question of if they'll win, it's probably by how much, but a busy week for the Tigers, 3 games this week, so you don't really look for these starters to be in a great deal longer.
I would think with 23-point lead, it's been tighter in the third quarter than I think Coach K anticipated, even though we have 7 points, Dawson with 6 points, so it's been a relatively close third quarter.
And I think we've helped that matter with some turnovers, but Boyd comes up with a steal on the inbounds play, goes up, has his shot blocked by Dylan Dawson. Ball comes back down to Huddleston, and Huddleston's fouled trying to get out of the double team between Blaine and Boyd.
Did they get Jamarius for that one?
I think so. Yeah, it is on Blaine, his third. Caldwell County's going to bring the full court pressure. It's going to be man-to-man. The inbound is going to be Williams for the Panthers. 5-second count is going to turn it over to Caldwell County. Pretty quick 5-second count. I thought he had a second more to get that in.
Oh, that was quick.
Davis now to inbound for Caldwell County.
That's one of those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 calls.
Throws it out to Fralix, gives it back to Davis in the corner. Davis looks over the zone. Out front. And it's going to be a turnover over and back by Caldwell County. We're just not handling the easy passes here in the second half, Bob. A little bit lazy, to be honest, by the Tigers here as we start the second half. Not taking care of the basketball. Branch comes up with a steal on the inbounds play by Dawson. Left-handed shot up off the board, no good. But Tripp will go to the free throw line for a couple of Lake Barkley CrossFit free throws. And Branch will step up to the line for his first. Free throw rolls and stays. Branch with the free throw, 59-35. Pace out for Dawson Springs. Bob, a player we haven't seen here in the second half is number 1, Clark. Skylar Clark, their leading scorer. Free throw on second attempt is good. 25-point lead for the Tigers. 3:36 to go in the third quarter. They get it into Williams. Williams brings it up himself, guarded by Boyd. Now double team Boyd and Davis. He gets out of there, gets it over, and down low, up and in for number 30. First bucket by Cameron Boyd. And Caldwell County back the other way. Blaine into the corner to Branch. Branch has a shot blocked from behind, saved inbounds, but to Dawson. Williams will pull up for a three from the left side, back of the rim, no good. And it's Blaine high for the rebound. He'll bring it up himself. Euro step in the lane, slips. And we'll see what the call was. I think they're going to get Dawson with a foul, but I think he actually probably just hit some perspiration on the floor.
I think the foul was on the floor then.
Yeah, it is.
But Cameron Boyd in the wrong place at the wrong time. He
Pace
gets the
comes
foul.
back in. Yeah, Pace comes back in for Huddleston. Freliks will try a three, no good. Gets his own rebound on the long rebound, goes back up, has it blocked. Boyd with the rebound. Boyd will turn around, put it up, shoots the air ball, rebounded by Williams. All the way back down on the run out. That's Logan McKnight. Doesn't make the shot, but he gets knocked to the floor. He'll go to the line for a couple of free throws.
Jamarius has just picked up number 4.
Bob, I think this is just a matter of coming out in the third quarter knowing you've got a huge lead. Free throws good by McKnight and not playing with the intensity and focus.
I think
big lead.
I think that you can attribute some lackadaisicalness to that.
Several turnovers here in the quarter on the Tigers as McKnight gets his second high arching shot, no good. Smiley with the rebound with one hand while he was held with the other. Gives it up to Boyd. Boyd left-handed layup up and in. Caldwell gets back quickly. Dawson thought about the run out. Caldwell's learned a little bit of a lesson here in the quarter. As the Panthers give it to Williams, back out to Pace. 2:27 to go in the third quarter. To McKnight, back to Pace on the cut to Dawson. Head fake up and no good. But Smiley's going to pick up the rebound underneath on Dylan Dawson. Head fake got Boyd up. Came back down, put the shot up, and Smiley gets him from the back. First foul on Cole. Free throw good by Dawson. 62-39 Tigers. Second free throw is also good. Riley into the ball game for the Tigers, brings it up, gets it over to Freliks. Freliks dishes underneath to Smiley, ball knocked loose, ball still on the floor. Branch comes away with it, tosses it back out to Boyd, top of the key. Boyd, spin move at the free throw line, puts it down underneath. Branch comes up with it. I think he was going to send it back out to Smiley. Foul called underneath. Hold on Dawson.
It's on Cameron Boyd, I think, number 30. Yes.
Yeah, that's his second. 5th team foul on Dawson. Inbounds play comes into Branch. Three from the corner, no good. Freliks gets the rebound. They're going to call a held ball underneath. And the possession arrow gives it back to the Panthers. 62-40 with 1:54 left to go in the third. Pace brings it up against Boyd. Caldwell County man-to-man. Pace now right wing, picked up by Branch. Boyd anticipated the pass, goes up, and it's a stuff by Darian Boyd. He timed that steal and breakaway well. 64-40 Caldwell County. Now Smiley in a mismatch out on Pace. Pace puts a shot up, altered by Smiley. Rebound comes down to Boyd. Boyd drops it off to Riley. Riley, a circus shot up, no good. Rebound comes down to Dylan Dawson. Dawson out to Williams, into the corner to Pace. He'll put the three up off the back of the rim, no good. Caldwell County's going to knock it out of bounds on the rebound attempt. 1 minute, 3 seconds to go in the third. Not the prettiest of ball games here in the third quarter, Bob. They're going to take a timeout on the Dawson bench. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Of course, timeout's brought to you by our friend Jeff Rousseau at Rousseau Law, located in downtown Princeton. Rousseau Law, always ready to serve all of your legal needs. 64-40. Caldwell County cruising in this one.
I think you could use that as a good word, cruising. We're still trying to make too many passes in tight.
Yeah, I think the third quarter may be, instead of cruising, kind of a rumbling, bumbling, stumbling Chris Berman type deal, because
as it turns out, Dennis, I think we could dribble, drive, and shoot many a 14, 15-footer.
Yeah. Or maybe even closer, but we're trying some ill-advised
inside, trying to get the ball within
passes.
3 feet of the basket.
They would be pretty passes if they were complete, but right now it's Dawson, the beneficiary of most of them here in the third quarter. Under a minute to go, and Dawson does us a favor in return as Williams throws it into about the second row behind the Dawson bench, and it'll give it back to the Tigers.
48 seconds to play here in the third quarter.
Boyd brings it up, gets the play from the side, and the count is on. Darren Boyd dishes off to Smiley, left-handed shot, goes.
Assist Darren Boyd.
Pillow soft touch, Cole Smiley, 66-40. Williams going to try to get back on track, no good, misses by a mile. They hand it off to Boyd on the return, up and in, Darren Boyd, and he'll get a chance at an old-fashioned three-point play. Foul's going to be, I think, on Williams. And that is the fourth on Kobe Williams. Williams probably didn't want to go in at halftime, as hot as he was in that first half, to stay out on the court. Boyd's free throw, good. 69-40 Tigers. 13 seconds to go in the quarter. Huddleston brings it across. I'm not sure he knows how much time's on the clock now. He's being told dishes off in the corner, no good. And Caldwell County's going to foul a three-point shooter. That'll put Dylan Skinner at the line for three. And I think that was Riley that got him. Third foul on Adarius Riley. 1.3 seconds left on the clock in the third.
Did he hit the first free throw, Dennis?
No. Free throw is good. Trying to rearrange some chords for some reason behind us here. Second free throw is good. He did make all three, Bob.
Okay.
69-43. Desperation shot at the buzzer, no good by the Tigers. So after 3 quarters of play, it's Caldwell County 69, Dawson Springs 43. We'll be back with the final stanza coming your way in about 30 seconds, so stay tuned. This is 1580, 103.3 WPKY and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
For your home for Tiger Sports, 1580, 103.3 WPKY and WPKYonline.com. Tiger Sports coverage is brought to you in part by Treasures Remembered, You Ride, Wallace Towing, ABC Finance, and by Planters Bank. On 1580, 103.3 WPKY, the voice of the Caldwell County Tigers.
And welcome back to Panther Gym. We're through 3 quarters of play. Caldwell County leading 69-43 over the Dawson Springs Panthers. In the third quarter, Caldwell County outscores Dawson Springs 18-14. The Tigers will put the ball in play to start the fourth quarter, which is being brought to you by Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique, located next to the bowling alley in Princeton. Stop in and see Pam, see what kind of sales she has going. Cozy Living, everything a home should be. And for the call here in the fourth quarter, my buddy Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Most of the starters still in for Caldwell County. Branch and Riley also on the floor, along with Boyd, Fralix, and Davis. Boyd drives the baseline, hands it off to Fralix. Shot up and in, gets a couple of bounces off the back of the rim and falls. Caden Fralix extends Caldwell's lead back out 71-43. Just underway here in the fourth. Landon Pace guarded by Davis. Gets it over to Skinner, back to Pace. Pace on the left wing to Dawson. Back to Pace. Caldwell County rotating well. It's going to be Huddleston getting by Boyd. Puts a shot up over Branch. No good. Rebound comes down to Riley. Riley quickly the other way. Drives, splits a double team and in. Darius Riley coast to coast. Dawson back the other way. Boyd with the steal. Now one-on-one. Boyd and Pace. Boyd goes up and in over Pace. 75-43. Thrown out of bounds by Dawson. Pass too long for Huddleston to handle.
What the Caldwell County defense is doing is speeding up Dawson Springs, and they're just not handling the ball very well right now.
Substitutes in for the Tigers. Davis right now the only starter on the floor for Caldwell County. Branch, East, Ray, and Riley for the Tigers. Low pass, TJ Ray couldn't pick that one up. Goes between the wickets and turns it over to Dawson Springs.
I don't think we can give him a base hit on that one, though.
You got to start working some of those.
Yes, I'm getting my little baseball. Get my baseball terminology going here.
Not far away. Pace with the dribble against Davis. Gives it out to Huddleston. Huddleston wants to drive, gets his own rebound after he has it blocked. Blocked again from the back by East. Rebound comes down to Riley. Riley blazes down the court, puts a shot up, no good. Rebound comes down to East. Back up and in, Jude East.
Jude hustling the floor then, gets rewarded for his effort.
77-43. Caldwell nearing the running clock margin. Shot up and no good. East with the rebound. Davis will bring it up. All the way up to Riley. Riley couldn't handle the pass, has it knocked away and stolen by number 3, Logan McKnight. McKnight to Williams into the corner to Huddleston. He'll try the long two, no good. Davis with the rebound. John Davis brings it back the other way for Caldwell County. Kicks it back out. And then Ray now 4-3, no good. Rebound to Pace. Dawson the other way, into the corner. It's McKnight with the shot. Rims out, no good. Jude East with another rebound.
Jude working the boards real hard.
East gives it up to Davis. 2-3 zone again now by Dawson Springs. And Riley loses it out of bounds, trying to go baseline. Coming out of the ball game is the final starter for Caldwell County. John Davis out. And checking in is Jabrion Spikes. So Caldwell County has cleaned out the starters with 5 minutes to go in the ball game and a 77-43 advantage. Skinner now with it, top of the key for Dawson. He's guarded by Spikes. Skinner drives right lane, pushes it into the corner to number 3, McKnight. He nails the three. And it's 77-46. Caldwell County with Spikes. Into the corner to Branch. Branch lets it fly for three, no good. Dylan Dawson with the rebound. Stolen away underneath by Caldwell County's Branch. Branch tipped it up, but too much on it for Spikes. And
Dawson turns
it back.
Dawson turns it over, and then we turn it over.
Fourth quarter may take a little bit to play here, as both teams really trying to run. Skinner with possession. Drives on Branch, cut off. Dawson pushes it back out past the three-point line, up and in again. That's McKnight. Two now in the fourth quarter, 77-49. Last 2 on threes by Logan McKnight. Jabrion Spikes has it. Standing out top of the key against the 2-3 zone. Over to Riley. Riley drives into the corner to Branch. Branch shoots no good. Tipped around. Ball still loose on the floor. Picked up by Dawson Skinner. Skinner wanted to go underneath to Williams. Throws it out of bounds. And Branch will come out of the ball game. Checking in is number 14, Leighton Hammett. So on the floor right now is Riley, Ray, East, Hammett, and Spikes. Ray thought about the three, wanted to go inside to East, has the pass picked off. Dawson quickly the other way, blocked from behind by East, picked up by Dawson, stolen away by Riley. Caldwell County with numbers. Wanted to go to Spikes, but it's picked off by Skinner. Skinner drives the other way. This one blocked again by East, but East got a little bit more body contact on that one. I think he'll pick up the foul and let Dawson go to the free throw line. Austin Skinner's first shot, no good.
Skinner not yet scoring in the game for Dawson, missing his first free throw attempt.
Ray comes out. Viverette sees his first action tonight, so everybody that rode the bus over for Caldwell County has been in the game. Second free throw, good. 77-50. Tigers have this one well in hand. Just under 3 minutes to go here in the ball game. Pass back out to Viverette. Gets away from him over the timeline, and over and back is called on the Tigers. Turnover gives it to Dawson Springs. Full timeout called on the floor, so we'll take a 30-second break and be right back. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
Reminder from your Princeton Electric Plant Board. Meter tampering is dangerous. Tampering with an electric meter is not only dangerous, it is dishonest and against the law. Stealing electricity by tampering with an electric meter may result in your arrest and can even risk your life. Tampering with meters results in increased utility bills that everyone has to pay. If you see anyone tampering with an electric meter, call the Princeton Electric Plant Board right away at 270-365-2031. Princeton Electric Plant Board, Princeton's #1 energy source.
Back to Tiger Sports on 1580, 103.3 WPKY and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
And welcome back to Panther Gym. Caldwell County leading 77-50. Dawson Springs will inbound the ball at midcourt here just in front of us, and for the call, Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Dawson gets it in to Dylan Skinner. Skinner guarded by Viverette. Skinner looks it over. Good hands by Viverette. Dawson over to Williams. Into the corner to Skinner. Skinner drops it off underneath. Shot up. No good. Ball still loose. Picked up by Dylan Skinner. By Austin Skinner. Gets it over to Williams. Williams back out to Skinner. Top of the key guarded by Hammett. They take it into the corner. Back out. Stolen away by Viverette at the free throw line. Viverette dribbles across, has it stolen back away by Logan McKnight, and he takes it in for the layup. 77-52. Jabrion Spikes brings it up for the Tigers as we go under 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Tigers working around. Spikes gave up the three, gets it inside to Hammett. Baseline pass to East. East has it blocked from the back by number 30, Cameron Boyd. Dawson cleaning out its bench. Number 53, Rhett Needers. And who else came in with him, Bob? Number 25 is Matthew Cunningham. Caldwell gets it into East. Back to Spikes. Spikes underneath, up, no good. Tied up down low by Needers and Spikes. Possession arrow is going to keep it with the Tigers. Spikes into Viverette. Over to Riley. Hammett open. Gets the ball, kicks it back out to Vibrett. 3 coming up for Spikes. In the air, good. Goodwin Insurance three-pointer. Jabrion Spikes. 80-52, Caldwell County.
Good to get to the 80 mark.
Dylan Skinner has it now. Austin Skinner also on the floor. Pass underneath to Neaters. Misses the short jumper. No good. Rebound comes down to East. East has had a lot of rebounds tonight, Bob, on good play. Over to Spikes. Spikes drives into the lane. Puts a right-handed baby hook up and in. 82-52. Back the other way. Shot missed by Dawson. Rebound to Riley. Riley gets it to Hammett. Hammett wanted to go up. Has it back tapped and stolen away from behind by Logan McKnight. And just a sub timeout by Dawson. Into the ball game, number 40, Colton Franklin. 82-52. Skinner over to Franklin. Franklin underneath to Neaters, just below the free throw line. Back out to Skinner. Into the corner to McKnight. This one stolen away by Vibrett. Vibrett gets it to Spikes. 20 seconds to go in the ball game. Hope you'll stay tuned for the Trilogy Performance Sports post-game show coming up right after this one's over here from Dawson Springs. Spikes will dribble it out. Caldwell County holding the 30-point lead. And that will be our final as the final 4 seconds tick off the clock. Players meet at half court to shake hands, and that's the final here. It was Caldwell County 82, Dawson Springs 52. We'll be back with the Trilogy post-game show coming your way in just about 3 minutes. Stay tuned for that. We'll go over the game stats, talk to Coach K, and have his comments about the ball game and look ahead to our broadcast schedule next week. All of that on the Trilogy Performance Sports post-game show coming up in 3 minutes. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
Now.